and I'm out here at the South Yard actually, but I wanted to start off just real quickly. I feel kind of like an ass because as you guys know, I'm not super techie. I just run off of my phone when I do my videos. They're pretty raw. I don't edit very much, but I feel bad because I was driving the other day with Brittany, my wife, and we were talking about just the channel, the YouTube channel, and what we had going on. And I go, man, no one ever comments. And she goes, well, are your comments on? And I go, well, I don't know what you mean. And so you guys have been commenting to me, and I never freaking respond because my my notifications were off. And so I feel bad about it, like, God. So I need to apologize to a couple of people. Larry from the Bee's Knees Apiary. Larry Lee has always got just a great comment for me, watches the videos. And so Larry, I'm sorry for not ever getting back with you on the comments. It's because I'm an idiot as far as technology goes. And so anyway, I appreciate you guys, all the comments that you leave. And so also Jim from Vino Farm, Jim's always got something, you know, he'll leave me a comment. And so again, sorry, I was actually, so sorry I haven't responded. I was actually thinking about you yesterday because I was looking at this cold snap that was going to be hitting the Northeast, and especially Athol there, Athol, Massachusetts, not Athol, Idaho, which is just up the road from me. And I was thinking about you, man. I hope that everything works out well for you and your colonies there. That sucks that you're getting a blast of cold air right now. And so there's a couple other folks. Ted Workman, appreciate Ted. Got to visit with him the other day, and a hell of a good beekeeper. And Will Will Olson from Moose Meadows Apiary. Will's a great guy. Dan Norsini. Obviously, you guys have seen Dan in my other videos. He has his apiary, Mountain View Apiaries. You can find him on Facebook, as well as Post Falls Honey Company, my apiaries, on Facebook too. And so anyway, just wanted to get with you guys. And so I'm going to lay out, we're doing a couple of things today. I did get into the nukes yesterday. I've been jam-packed with work. I got into the nukes yesterday, super excited because everybody has queens in them. And so I will open them up so that you guys can see them. Gonna make kind of a 3-part deal, 4-part little series of this, but Mother's Day weekend apiary. But anyway, apiary work. But anyway, so that's what I've got, is the nukes are jamming. We do have a new hive here that I'm going to show you that no one has seen yet. So this is the white hive. This is the Nordman swarm. And I will talk with you guys about the Nordman swarm in one of these episodes. But we're going to get into these guys today because I want to put a new bottom board on them. We also, this is the wild hive. We have to split the wild hive, and we have to get in and look at the Italians, the WSU Italians right here, and see how they're doing, because everybody is just ripping. I have a feeling that I'm going to be making a bunch of splits today. So man, I'm super excited about this nuke yard. My queens in here are just beautiful, and in fact I'm probably going to have to let these nukes go sooner than I thought, because there are so many bees in here. The queens are just now starting to lay, but there's so many bees in here that they're packing everything full of honey. If you hear the sirens, I-90 is just about a quarter mile from me. Anyway, but these guys are just ripping. They're just filling everything full of honey and nectar. And so I want the queens to be able to lay, have room to lay. So I might end up calling you guys who ordered nukes from me and kicking some of these out early if you feel comfortable getting them anyway. So that's what we got. Again, windy on the prairie today, windy in Post Falls today, but we've got work to do, and so we just deal with it. I'm going to suit up and crack into the Nordman swarm. That's the Nordman swarm. So I'm going to open these guys up. They came in a week ago. About a week ago is when I moved these guys in here. And so pretty decent looking colony. I need to get in there. I did see the queen, see if she's laying. But the story behind this is a very good friend of mine, Rick Nordman. God bless him. Passed away about 1.5 years ago, and great old beekeeper. He got sick and he wasn't able to tend his hives, and so he just had dead outs in the backyard there. And his wife, his widow, Nancy, called me up the other day and said, "Tim, did you lose some bees?" And I said, "I don't think so." And she said, "Well, there's a swarm that moved into the house here. Would you come get it?" And so I came and got this. And so Rick sent us some bees, and so we're going to open them up and see how they are. So let's get started on these guys. So this is the second swarm of the year. You guys probably saw the first swarm that I caught, big one. It was just in the Spokane Valley there, which I usually don't run that far to catch swarms, but the size of that one was great. But this is the second swarm. Here are the bees that moved in there. Funny, they didn't touch any of the feeder, any of the syrup I gave them. They weren't super interested, and none of the pollen patties, which tells me that there's so much forage out that they haven't been touching it. Drawing stuff out nicely. We're gonna dig in here, see if she's laying, but the plan is I want to get them out of these boxes and into these boxes, simply because these are nice and clean, and so is this bottom board, brand new, and that's a crappy old bottom board that they moved into. And so we're just gonna transfer them, is what we're doing, into boxes right now. So let's get cracking on here, and as I go through, I'll show you kind of what I'm finding. I'm going to pull these pollen patties though, because clearly they're not using them. So as I'm transferring, what I'm doing is just transferring these frames over into this box, but just wanted to kind of give you guys a look. And so upper box is just all they're doing is filling it right now. There's no brood in here at all. Get them into the light here so you can see them, but really pretty bees, pretty dark bees, kind of a dark carny looking bee. I can't say for sure what obviously species the queen is. Well, actually when I saw her, she was super she was light colored like an Italian. So when I get down in there and to the brood nest, I'll show it to you. But again, windy here today, and so that's what I'm doing. Actually, I bet you that frame right there has brood on it, just the way they're acting. So let's jump into that one. She has been up here. I was right. This is whole middle frame is full. Oh, there she is right there, actually. There she is. So that's who came out of the swarm that I caught, and she's growing a lot. Just pretty little carny queen, right? But this whole frame, she's got this whole frame laid out. So I'm gonna get her put in and check the lower, get them transferred real quick, check the lower, and keep going. Well, that's cool. Finding her. I didn't see her at first. I'll give you guys one more shot of her if I can find her again. I don't know where she went. Oh, there she is. Pretty little carny queen. Black tip. I would imagine she's a carny. She could be Italian. Either way. Pretty bee. So our upper box is transferred. That's the one coming home with me. You can see that it's just, I just want to clean it up. Just an old box. They are down in that natural wood box right there. I am moving. I got our bottom board on and our new deep. I also on that I gave them an upper entrance because I like to run upper entrances. But now we're transferring these guys into here. So let's see what we have for brood. There was nothing really in this box. I mean, the bees are in here working and cleaning, but there's not much honey, or nectar, I should say. And she hasn't laid in there at all. All the rest of the bees are up top here. Looks like she's starting her colony up top, which is pretty standard. And so we're gonna put this box on, and then I'll just give these guys a shake and get everybody into their new home. And so we know that she's in here. We're just going to gently set that down. I might leave one pollen patty on to see if they use any of it, but they haven't been lately, so that's it. Yes, this does have 10 frames in it. Yes, this does have 9 frames in it. I did that on purpose because as they consolidate for winter, into the winter months, I want them to draw this box out big, heavy honey frames. I would rather have a lot of honey in this box because I always winter over in 2 deeps anyway. And so I am going to put a pollen patty on. Oh, and this is a best time. So you guys, this is, turn around here. So this is when you're catching swarms, you guys catch swarms, you guys are putting in packages, whatever it is, best time to treat for mites. And so we have our Apivar right here. We're gonna put on a couple strips of Apivar and just get everybody treated. I might just use 1 underneath. They tell you 2 per brood box. I'll probably put 1 down there since there's no brood in there yet, and then 2 up top, and let them go. And so that, and I've also got some Pro DFM I'll probably put on just to give them a little boost. So that is what we are gonna do. Get these guys buttoned up, head to the next one. Yeah, so that's that. We have our new bottom board on, and everybody's in. Apivar's in. I did leave them a pollen patty on top, and they do have an upper entrance right here that they can start using. But I think that this will be all right for them. Get them all wrapped back up, and then start on these 2 big hives and see if I've got to make splits. I brought enough boxes to make splits, as you can see. So, and then I'll show you why. So this was the box that they moved into, and I've scraped this bottom board off a couple of times already. But you can see it just needs some work. You know, it's pretty beat up inside and just needs cleaning. And so I'll bring them home, and that's good wintertime work. That's shelf them for right now. I've got enough woodenware that I'm not too worried about it. You shelf those and just work on them in the wintertime. So here, wait till all these bees are out of here. So we're gonna just keep moving on down the line.